Hey everybody, Kyrie091 hanging out with you. Boy oh boy are we going to have big fun today playing FTB. So as you can see, we got this giant big old plot of land, and my pal Capsfan1268 is going to be helping us out today to demonstrate what we're doing. We're going to build a Minefactory Reloaded tree farm up here. We'll go over just the basics of Minefactory Reloaded. Like thermal expansion, which we did in the last episode, Minefactory Reloaded is a huge mod, so there's no way we could cover everything there is to know about the mod in one episode. So instead, we're just going to show you how to make a tree farm. We already have some basic infrastructure set up, including some steam dynamos with being supplied with water there. If you're not sure how the steam dynamos work, be sure to go back and check out the last episode where we go over thermal expansion, and you'll learn exactly what all this nonsense is right here. So, I guess let's get started building this tree farm. I'll see you guys inside, and we'll get going crafting. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to show you about Minefactory Reloaded are these cute little saplings that are added by the mod. They're called rubber saplings, and when they grow up into these cool-looking rubber trees with the bright green leaves in that. Note that these are different than IC2 rubber trees, added by Industrial Craft 2, but the product, the rubber that they produce, is actually interchangeable. So whichever rubber you prefer to use, you can use. We're using Minefactory Reloaded rubber because that's the mod we're showcasing here. So when you chop them up, not only do you get a section of rubber wood like you would expect you'd get, but you get this stuff called raw rubber. So let's head inside here of our little hut, which when you go down, you actually get into our little basement where we have all kinds of cool stuff going on. We're going to throw the raw rubber into a furnace. This is a redstone furnace added by thermal expansion. Again, we went over it in the last episode. So if you don't know that, you should probably go watch the last episode. And after you cook up the raw rubber, come on, raw rubber, where are you? You get a rubber bar. And cook up the rubber bar, which we'll do in the other redstone furnace.
You get a melted rubber bar.
You get, that's Capsfan thinking you get a melted. You get raw plastic. For some reason, rubber turns into plastic. Not sure how that works, but it does. So, let's get to crafting. Capsfan, you want to jump into the crafting table with me here so you can see what's going on?
It didn't work.
Oh, you silly goose. So, the first thing we're going to need is some Minefactory whatever machine blocks. And that's made by doing that. Oh, no, it's not made by doing that. Hang on. Let's see. First, you take some of that raw plastic that we just went over, and you make some plastic sheets. We're going to take those plastic sheets. We're going to put a row of them across the top, and we're going to put the stone underneath it, and we get factory machine blocks. So
those look pretty cool.
Yeah, they are. They are pretty cool. We're going to need all three of them, so let's get crafting here. First recipe. Where did they go? Well, I'll just place it in there manually. That's fine. So we're going to put some shears, golden axe, factory machine block, plastic sheets, and that gets us the harvester. Let's grab that bad boy.
Are you supposed to use a golden axe?
Yes, you have to use a golden axe for that.
Oh.
Yepper pepper. Okay, next we're going to do the planter. The recipe is real simple, as you see there. Did you grab? Okay. It's going to be the flower pots, the piston, plastic sheets, and a factory machine block. The final thing we're going to be making, I actually don't have all the components with me to make it, but look it up in NEI here, and it is the fertilizer. So I need to come over to this chest. Where do we have that at? Where do we have glass at? Do we have glass down here? We have to, right?
We have some upstairs I can go grab.
I think. Oh, I found some. There was some in the output chest there. Okay, so we're going to make some glass bottles. We're going to make glass bottles just like this. We're going to put leather glass bottle goes like that. Put leather on either side. Another factory machine block. Some more plastic sheets. And there it is, our fertilizer. Okay, so we should have... Okay. We have the basics of what we need to set up a MFR farm. You don't actually even need the fertilizer, but we're going to use one because it makes it easier. Let's make our upgrades first. Real quick before we set the farm, come back down here, Caps. Let's make some upgrades, man. You'll notice Capsfan is using the skin of an attractive, beautiful young lady, despite the fact that in real life Capsfan is actually a hideously ugly man. Tell him, Caps.
Yeah, I'm very hideous. I wear paper bags around my head everywhere I go.
Everyone appreciates it. We're all like,
Yes.
oh my god, thank goodness Caps has the paper bag on. Ain't no one trying to see that. Let's see.
Don't be hating on my custom skin.
No, man, it's all jealousy. That's what you're hearing, folks. This is jealousy. There's a number.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got it, Steve.
He's making fun of me because I use the classic Steve skin, as you can see. There are a number of different upgrades that you can make for MFR machines, and we're going to use silver upgrades. Why? Because silver has almost no other use. It sounds like it's super important and you need it for lots of things, but the damn truth of the matter is you don't. You just don't. So
It's a pretty decoration tool.
It is a pretty decoration tool for all y'all that like that kind of thing. Caps, how are we doing on redstone? You got any?
Yeah, but it's at my house.
Okay. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the recipe here. You can see it. It's 3 raw plastic across the middle, 3 silver ingots across the top, redstone with gold nugget at the bottom. You can also use different metals like copper, bronze, lapis, iron, whatever you want to put in there for different levels of upgrades. Seems a little confusing, but I'll explain later what the upgrades do. I'll be right back with you guys once we're ready to start setting this bad boy up. Alright, everybody, I think we're ready to start putting this bad boy together. First thing we're going to place is the planter. The planter goes right in the middle of the farm, kind of underneath it, like so. So now if we go up here, you can kind of look down and you can see the planter. Let's go ahead and test this thing. It has some power, right? Let's go run inside. We'll probably sleep through the night real quick, so we don't have to deal with any a-holes out here while we're working. Other than Caps. And yeah, you see what
So
I did
funny.
there? I called him an a-hole. It's funny because it's true. And I don't want to, you know what? I got too much stuff. Caps, where are you, man?
Outside.
Dude, there's a creeper nearby you. Please don't blow up right now. I can see him on the mini-map, dude. Please don't let him blow up our business here. If he starts messing with us, Caps, you think you can take him out without letting him blow up? Because I cannot. If I try to fight that creeper, what will happen is he'll blow up.
You should record me slaying this creeper.
Do you see him on your map?
Oh, I just fell in the water. The green one or the blue one?
There's a green one on my mini-map, like right over this way. I don't actually see him in the world. I see him on my map. Okay, that's enough messing with the creeper. That was fun. Okay, so let's demonstrate here. Hey, Caps, come over here, man. Are you fighting that creeper?
I'm slaying the creeper. Hold on. Actually, he's not even in here. Where is he?
He's probably underground. Who cares about him?
Yeah.
Alright, come back over here by the farm. We're going to turn on the dynamos to do 2 things. First of all, to charge up our cell here.
Wait. Oh, no.
It was a blue one?
Yeah.
He's okay. He hurts you a little bit, but mostly he drains your mana. Maybe the next one we'll do Ars Magica so you can see why that matters. Okay. Caps, I want you to watch right here when this happens. So, watch around this planter right now. Don't right-click on it. Just look at the world around it. Watch.
Wow.
Now, that is the
Fancy.
basic of what the planter does. By default, it plants a little one in each direction around it. Now, you have those upgrades, right?
Yes.
Right.
Oh, so the upgrades increase it. Oh, I see.
Right-click on the planter and put an upgrade in it.
I did.
It'll get there. It will get there. Give it time. There it goes. Look exit the planter and look at our little farm.
Ooh.
So, you get what the planter does, right?
Yes.
And obviously, I mean, you probably got what it did before you saw that demonstration, but anywho. I mean, the name is pretty indicative of what you can expect it to do, right? So the harvester does just what it sounds like it would do. The harvester, and keep in mind, the harvester has the teeth on the front of it there. Those teeth have to be facing the farm in order for it to work. But the harvester does not have an upgrade in it, so it's not going to be able to get to our farm until you put the upgrade in it.
So I'm assuming you would like me to put the upgrade
I
in
would
it.
like that very much. So now, the harvester can reach all the way across the farm. And come over to this side. Do I have anything with me I can stand on? I guess I'll use stone. So I'm going to place the fertilizer on this side. Like so. So now the fertilizer is powered up and it's ready to go. And go ahead and place inside of the fertilizer. Come up here. Come up here, Caps. Come up onto the farm real quick, man.
All right. I am, how the kids say, coming. Whoa.
Look at.
It's working.
Not only is it working like that, but look at the look at behind the harvester. It's spitting everything out onto the ground because it has nowhere to send it. For that reason, we're actually going to disable it for the moment until we have somewhere for it to go. Did you see all that stuff on the ground?
No, I did not.
Well, it was there.
You should turn it back on so I can see.
Look at the hole on the back of the harvester. That's everything it harvests, whether it gets saplings or wood or apples or whatever. And you can tell the harvester to shear leaves, too, if you want to shear the leaves so you get the actual leaves. All that comes out that hole on the back. Now, come over here. Give the fertilizer, that fertilizer that we made earlier. We're using forestry fertilizer. You can use whatever fertilizer you feel like using. There are several different options.
Do I just spread it around or just
just go ahead and throw all of it in there.
Okay.
And go look at the farm. Go look up there.
It's oh, I fell in a hole. Hold on.
Don't fall in holes, Caps. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Go look behind the harvester now.
Hey. Okay.
It ran out of power, so it's going to stop.
Apples!
Okay. So, as you can see, we have a little bit of a problem here, and that is that our harvester is going to keep doing that. So we need to find a way to... And this probably is going to conclude the tutorial on how to build a basic MFR farm using a fertilizer, a planter, and a harvester. The reason that we're probably going to be done here, look at it fertilized all the trees in the middle. Come check this out, Cabs, look.
Yeah, you see it's like a solid...
yeah. Anyways, imagine this entire platform is going to be a solid thing of oak like that. So, basically what you're going to have to do when you set this up is you're going to have to find a way to take the stuff from the harvester and do something with it. There's a zillion different mods that add piping capabilities like Buildcraft, Thermal Expansion, extra utilities.
We could just put a pipe out of it into a trash can and just get rid of everything that we have produced.
If you want to do that, there are a lot of different ways to handle it, and I have a few in mind what we're going to use for our build here. But that's going to be it for this tutorial because that's basically everything you need to know. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I hope you'll join us next time for a little more Let's Learn FTB. Thank you so much. All right. Kyrie091 wishing you a wonderful day. Yeah. God, Capsfan skin looks hot. Okay, so just to show you real quick, we let the thing, we went ahead and let the farm here start planting and fertilizing like it does. And this is the result, this big old mess you see here. Big old wall of trees. It's already produced a fair bit of product here, as you can see. Somehow we wound up with birch saplings, I don't know. Probably because there's birch trees up there, and it looks like the harvester reached all the way up there to get those for us. How nice. So, let's see how we're doing for power. I just wanted to show you the basic setup that we had here to get rid of the product of the harvester. The stuff comes out of that hole in the back of the harvester, and we have it working its way down this little pipeline here. And it runs into, in this case, we're just going to use a basic diamond pipe. We have the blue filter set, and these pipes are added by Buildcraft, by the way. The blue filter is set to send oak saplings this way back up into the planter. Everything else will be sent down into this chest. Oak saplings will go up into the planter. Everything else is going down into the chest. Let's reconnect the power and watch this bad boy work. Where am I? So you can see it kind of tearing apart. There it goes. You can see it tearing up the leaves there. The harvester is going to do that. It's just going to rip through all these leaves. We'll let it finish a cycle here, and then we'll call it a day. You can see all the product, all the apples, all the saplings, they're all flowing out. And you can see the saplings are making their way right back up into the planter, and the planter is quickly planting them. Let's take a look up here and keep watching it work. Look at all that oak wood just sitting there ready to be collected here. once it's done with the leaves, it is going to come back and collect all that wood for us too. Keep in mind, our fertilizer on the other side is basically going to be bone mealing these trees as it goes here. So look at it clearing out all the wood. You can look in the pipe there, and you can see the wood making its way down the line. The wood is going to end up in the chest here. There it is. Fertilizer over here, still doing its job. How are we doing on fertilizer? We're just about out. Fortunately, the fertilizer that we're using is pretty easy to make. But even if you don't use, you don't have to use a fertilizer. You can do this setup just using the planter and the harvester and just let the trees grow however fast they grow. We're using a fertilizer here because I happen to be impatient and I want the stuff to happen now. So that's why we have that going. Anyway, so this actually concludes, you'll have to forgive me, Capsfan logged out to go take care of some stuff, and then I wanted to kind of like recap for you real quick after Caps left. Well, I didn't want to recap after Caps left. I wanted to recap, and it just so happens that Caps had left. So, thank you so much for watching. This is Kyrie091 wishing you a wonderful day. All right. Yeah.